friends! Spring this year is different for me. I'm not where I was expecting myself to be, yet I'm happy to be awakening with the seasons and returning to pursuing my dreams. Do you like being on camera? Hey, honey. Hello. The last few years have been emotionally and soulfully challenging. I didn't know what to do because what I wanted to pursue I couldn't, and my bag of dreams was put on hold. So I ventured into the unknown territory to discover more about my soul while human life was on hold. What I found out was truly eye-opening, and so much of myself made sense now. Having memories of lifetimes far away gave me a sense of acceptance for those parts of me here that I didn't understand. A huge weight has been lifted, and now life feels back to normal. Spirit has been gently pushing me back into my human life, as it is time to come back to Earth to continue on with my dreams and desires. It's been hard for me to talk about what's happened, but I'm grateful to ease back into daily life here. Living a human life when we know of lifetimes elsewhere can feel like a tragedy sometimes, and, well, reminds me of all those romance tragedies I love to indulge in. We must remember, though, that there is so much magic here on Earth. in our common lives. Our souls wanted to come here to experience what it felt like to live here, so why not indulge in life? It's our responsibility to create the most joyful and love-filled lives for ourselves, and that's unique to each and every one of us. How you find magic in your life is up to you, but can be found in the simplest and smallest of ways. Even the most mundane moments, like folding clothes or cooking a meal, have magic and beauty in them. There is no right or wrong way to exist here on the planet, no matter what anyone tells you. Live for you, live in your peace, and you've done a great service to this world. I gently invite you to come back to Earth with me if you've been soul exploring like I have. Come. Join me out in nature and see the beauty of the flowers, plants, trees, insects, waterways. You just may find glimpses of those other places within the little beings you meet along your days. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Sending you love. What do you think of that, Sparky? Okay. Oh.
Hot in here.
I know. Hey guys, it's been a while since I've been on a video. But I wanted to come on and say hello, and I feel like I might start doing videos a little differently than I have in recent times. I'm making these videos to sort of share what I've been going through, and it's been really helpful for me to do this. I'm just experimenting with a different way of expressing myself than I was in the past, because I feel like this is going to be more helpful for me to sort of explain what this whole thing is all about. Maybe I'm not being as maybe I'm being kind of vague here. I guess I'm talking more so about like cosmic lives and past lives and that sort of thing. I was really open about talking about it in the past, right? If you've been here a while, you've probably seen those videos, but I just don't think I want to do that anymore. And I feel like I feel like people only come to my channel for that stuff, and it's not in alignment for me to share it anymore. So that's sort of why I'm switching the way I'm doing things here on Adventures Across and my channel and everything, really. I suppose one of the biggest things is, like, the last few years has been really difficult for everybody on this planet, and I feel like a lot of us have been wanting to, like, go somewhere else and to leave. And it's possible to sort of do that with this sort of exploration stuff, and that is the path that I went down. And it really was interesting and enlightening for me to go and to search out those parts of my soul. And it was during a time where I could do that because, like, human life was totally shut down, and I wanted to explore that for myself. And that's part of the reason why I traveled a lot. I wanted to find those pieces, right? So I found the pieces, and something just, I can't even explain it, and I can't even find the words to really talk about what happened, but something just happened with me in the last few months where I just can't talk about it. I just feel totally different. I don't feel as, like, I guess I just feel like it's not very helpful right now to be focusing on those things. And my inner guidance has been telling me to sort of put that aside for a while and to dive back into living a more human life. So that's sort of what this video has been about, to sort of share that. And I acknowledge that the last couple of years have been really hard, and we've been looking for magic anywhere, but we don't need to go somewhere else to experience that magic. That magic is always around us, and it's always within us, right? It's just the way that we see the world and what we choose to notice in our daily lives. So of course, going out into nature is amazing, and you can experience magic there, but you can also experience magic in just daily things like cooking or being with your people who make you really happy, or just anything. Like, living this human life is a blessing, and I suppose that, yeah, we can remember these other lives, but is it really useful? Like, that saying, ignorance is bliss? I really like to not all the time live that way, but I like to live that way with certain things, and I don't know if I was ready to know all of this stuff about me, about myself, and about the world, and about the universe, because it has made it harder for me to just be okay with existing. And that may sound depressing, but it is what it is. So anyway, just want to give you a quick little life update. I got some chickens. Obviously you see my little chickens in the video, and they were in the house for a while. I shared that in the last video, and in this video they went out into the chicken coop because they are getting way too big and they make a huge mess. But basically we wanted to get chickens to have some more pets and animals, and it's been my dream to have a homestead, and I really want to start a permaculture food forest. And since I can't do the food forest yet and, like, do my gardening dream, I can have chickens in the meantime and have some fun with them. And they will also give me eggs. And since I started eating animal products again, I have been eating a ton of eggs, and I like to bake now. And I mean, there's so many other things you could do with eggs. So I'm so happy and excited to have these chickens. They don't have names yet. I'm going to wait until they get all their feathers so I can tell them apart, because every day they all look different than they did yesterday. Another life update is I got a new job. I'm going to be working on a tomato farm this year. And I'm just so excited. It's an organic tomato farm, and they also grow flowers and other vegetables. So I am a tomato person. I really like working with tomatoes, and there's 4,000 plants there. So I will be quite busy taking care of them, trellising them, and pruning them, and picking tomatoes, and eating tomatoes, and everything tomatoes. So I'm excited for that. And it's really funny. I interviewed there, and I don't know if any of you remember, but I have told stories about tomatoes in other videos and on my blog. And a lot of the same little signs and synchronicities that happened on the last farm I worked on happened within the 2 hours of my interview. I had a working interview, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This isn't a sign, I don't know what is. Like, some of this stuff, this universe stuff, the cosmic stuff, and the synchronicities is just so magical. And that's like what I'm talking about with this video. Like, magic is everywhere, and it's more of like, are you open to it or not? So anyway, I'm going to be a tomato farmer this year. I'm so stoked. I already started, and that's what I'm going to be doing, spending a lot of my time doing that. As for my creative life and adventures across, and my books and my art, I have 2 books that I'm working on right now. One of them is a poetry book, and it is like so close to being done. I just need to get myself to finish it. And then I'll have it available on my web shop and my Amazon author page. I have my other books up there if you're interested in reading my other books. You can get to know me a little bit more if you wanted to read my memoir, A Year Against the Rain. It is about the first year that I did. I was like a nomad for 5 years, so that book is about the first year that I went and did that with my partner. The other book I am working on is called Found Among a Fairy Glen, and that is about a 2-week trip to Ireland and the things that I experienced while I was there, and the healing that I experienced after losing my dad. So a lot of what I talk about in my memoirs and my books is about the relationship with my dad. And I haven't talked about this in a long time, but you know, I'm a really sensitive person, and I was sensitive growing up, and there was just like a lot of stuff that happened when I was a teenager, and just the way that I perceived my life then was very traumatic. Like, I had a really traumatic experience in high school around the relationship with my dad, but he was also somebody who I was so close with. So it was a really complex relationship. And I talk about this in my books because I feel like a lot of people have a challenging time with their parents. And it is a really healing thing to have challenges with these people, and to be able to heal ourselves, and to be able to have relationships with these people that are healthy. And Like, everybody's dynamic is different, but it's something that I believe is really helpful, especially for sensitive people. And I think it's really important for people to have family here and somebody that they can count on. So that's why I write these books. And of course, I have like the spiritual elements in it. And so I don't know when those are going to be done, but I'm working on those. And then art, I am taking some art classes, so I'm learning how to be a better artist. I'm working on a painting right now, and I'm finding out that there are a ton of people in my area that are super interested in effigy mounts. So there's purpose for my art. If you want to keep up with my art stuff and my books and any updates I have a Facebook page. It's called Ashley Lynn Creations. And I mean, I think I'm the picture. I have my zines. I hold up my zines by the river. And then I have a Telegram channel that's also called Ashley Lynn Creations. So you can find my art and stuff, or like my updates there. And then I have a web shop. So I have books still. If you would like a signed copy of any of the books I'm talking about, that's where you would find them. adventuresacross.com/shop. So that's really what's been going on with me. And I'm not taking this as seriously as I was before. I still love to make YouTube videos. I still love being an artist, but it can't be my main thing anymore. It's got to be like my hobby thing, because it's been too much pressure on me to follow a schedule and to deliver. And it's even harder for me to do that, and my plans don't work out. So I just think that the universe is trying to tell me that I need to just take this slow and easy, and to just follow my heart instead of following a schedule. Okay. I love you guys. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.